Hello guys, welcome back to TFD. So Unrivaled just had their first Philly games, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it honestly could not have gone any better. Like, if you sat down and tried to draw up the perfect scenario for a one-off event, this would be it. First off, let's keep it real. Unrivaled is still a young league, and they've had moments where selling tickets hasn't been easy. So to come into Philly, a city with a real hoops culture, and absolutely pack the place out, that's a huge win. We're talking 21,490 fans in the building. Legit full. No empty sections, no awkward camera angles hiding empty seats. It was rocking. So fair play to them, genuinely. Now, do I think this is something they can do every single night in every single city? Probably not. We've seen this before. Any team can fill 20,000 seats when the Indiana Fever come to town, but then struggle to hit 5,000 on a random weekday game. That's just the reality of where women's basketball is still growing into. But that doesn't take away from how smart this move was. What Unrivaled did here was strategic. You make it an event. You don't do it every week. You do it a couple of times a year. You hit Philly? Yeah. Next year, maybe you hit 3 cities. You turn it into something special, something fans circle on the calendar. And yeah, you make a decent chunk of money off it. That's how you build momentum. For context, the WNBA's most attended regular season game before this was the Mystics versus Fever in DC back in September 2024, Caitlin Clark's last rookie season game. That one drew 20,711 fans. And yeah, the WNBA had bigger crowds in the finals years ago, 22,000 plus in 2003 and 2007. But this Unrivaled number is now the regular season benchmark. And then you add in what happened on the court. Marina Mabrey went absolutely nuclear. Game-high 47 points as the Lunar Owls beat the Rose 85-75. She was on one. And these weren't cheap buckets either. She was cooking from everywhere. Pull-ups, deep threes, tough finishes, even a couple of friendly rolls off the rim. One of the wildest hot streaks we've seen in recent women's hoops. So yeah, big crowd, big moment, big performance. This was Unrivaled at its absolute best, and Philly showed out. All right, let's get into it. This game, I thought it was really, really good. Like, genuinely good. I can't lie. From start to finish, it felt competitive, it felt intense, and it felt like the kind of Unrivaled game you actually want people to see if you're trying to sell the league to new viewers. First off, Aliyah Boston. My goodness. She was unbelievable. Another fantastic performance from her. Paige Bueckers was solid too. She hit some shots, she made some plays, but she's clearly back in that phase where it's like, I'm never shooting threes again. She missed her first 3 early, and after that, she barely even looked at the basket from deep. Instead, she went into full foul bait mode, and to be fair, she's really good at it. She knows how to draw contact, she knows how to manipulate defenders, and it works for her. But you can tell once that first 3 didn't go down, she was like, yeah, nah, we're not doing that tonight. Now, on the Braves side, I thought Rickea Jackson was the best player on the floor for them. Rickea was fantastic. She was hunting mismatches all game long. Every possession, she was looking for someone she could go at, and when she found it, she attacked it with confidence. That's what you want from a scorer. No hesitation, no overthinking, just, I see food, I'm eating. Kate Martin, though, man, she was really bad. I don't even know how to properly describe it. She just kept taking these one-leg fadeaway shots that made no sense. It was weird, like structurally weird. The way she was playing didn't look natural, didn't look comfortable, and it didn't look like anything that was working. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Some nights you've got it, some nights you don't, and she absolutely did not have it. But back to Aliyah Boston, because she deserves her flowers. She was incredible again. The 3-point shooting she's suddenly showing, that changes everything. I'm sitting there watching like, if the Indiana Fever get this version of Aliyah Boston next season, it's GG's for the league. I'm serious. If the Fever can get this version of her consistently, running the floor, shooting pick-and-pop threes, attacking off the dribble, defending, rebounding, doing everything, it's going to be a nightmare matchup for everybody. Her improvement is crazy, and I mean that in the best way. She hit what people are calling a step-back three, but it was more like a fake handoff into a dribble pullback. She looked like she wasn't going to do anything, took a step back, and then just said, screw it, and let it fly. And she knocked it down. That three was basically the game winner. It was a tie game in a 1-to-5 situation. If you hit a three there, you're in amazing shape. And she did. That's a game-deciding shot. Miss had a chance at the game winner on the other end, but she was shooting over Cam Brink. And let's be real, that is not easy. Shooting over Cam Brink is tough for anybody. So I'm not even mad at that. That's just basketball. Now, rotation-wise, I thought when they went away from the starters, things got rough. Aliyah, Tiff Hayes, and Kelsey Plum were carrying. Once they went to the bench, the level dropped off hard. I didn't think Kiki was bad, but she was kind of the only bench player who gave you something. At least she got hers. At least she scored. The problem is the other team was just better when she was on the floor. So, Tosh Cloud, though. Nah, she was awful. Absolutely horrific. I don't even want to get started on Tosh Cloud. She was doing too much, making bad decisions, and nothing she did helped the flow of the game. Overall, though, this is exactly what Unrivaled wanted in Philly. Big crowd, loud crowd, people actually wanted to be there. The energy was real. And this is one of the better Unrivaled games we've had in the last couple of years. There have been a few Chelsea Gray magnet ball games that were better, but outside of those, this is right up there. These have to be the showcase games. This has to be what you put in front of casual fans. Paige stepped up, Aliyah stepped up, Kelsey Plum stepped up, Rakia Jackson stepped up. The only big name who didn't was Kate Martin. And we have to be honest, she's been rough in Unrivaled. She was good last year, but this year, she's been embarrassingly bad. But look, Unrivaled is watchable when it's good, and this game was watchable. If someone says this game was unwatchable, they either didn't watch it or they already decided they don't like Unrivaled. And that's fine. You don't have to watch it. Nobody should be forced to watch anything. The bigger issue long-term is the ratings. I'm not even going deep into that today, but the truth is, a lot of the ratings this year aren't even applicable. That's scary. That's the part people don't want to talk about. Money-wise, they're probably fine right now. But will this last long term? My prediction? Hell no. I don't see this surviving long term. But let me know what you think. Did you watch the game? Did you enjoy it? Do you agree or disagree with me? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Huge fan of living in comparison because I really just enjoy each moment in itself. But this is amazing. Even when we were warming up, the crowd was screaming and they were just really there to support. And you look up in the stands and you just see so many different colored jerseys because there's just so many women to support. And so that's really, really huge. And it's beautiful to see just because we feel the women before us paved the way, and now we're finally getting the recognition, the media coverage, accessibility on TV. We're playing in an NBA arena and sold out 21,000. So it really means a lot just because of me growing up watching the game and knowing how amazing those women were and how many people have paved the way, and then what we want for the next generation as well. So it's just really amazing to be a part of, and we never want to take it for granted, just these opportunities that are in front of us.
Against one-on-one, Malanga against one-on-one, you put them in a pick and roll where you almost force teams to switch. I mean, it's a mismatch waiting to happen.
Also, look at Natasha Cloud loving her hometown. This is actually pretty lit, Renee. What are you thinking of the crowd right now?
I almost think we should just be quiet and let it sizzle that the